Hello again. So, more work has been done. Huzzah. Specifically working on pTree death, marriage, and birth, as well as that generic what API that we were talking about before. So, we have a standard birth, mother, father, child, traditional biological birth, parents as they're typically used will depend on what you want them to mean. So because of that, we wanted to have adoptions and guardianships and foster and birth all separate, but all of those could be considered parent-child relationships. So the UI will want to decide what it wants to show, and we will provide some, like we talked about last time, that family call where you can say, okay, I want, for parents, only include these type of events or only follow these type of events. So there you go. Death, went ahead and spec'd that one out. Really simple. A person died on a date and a place. Technically, they can die multiple times, but I'm not going to worry about that. Burial and cremation are considered separate. And then marriage. So you'll notice on the restrictions on marriage, I don't limit the number of spouses. Right now, I don't know if I will or not. It's kind of weird. I think I will, but what I don't want to do is have a husband and a wife, because that doesn't make any sense, especially nowadays. So you just have between 0 and 2 spouses associated with a marriage event. So I can put that in later if I need to, that restriction. For now, I didn't bother. Needs more deliberation, if you will. And then I have a what. Oh, it's not in here. Let's see. Core. Request core person. No, that's requests. What? Rest. There it is. Rest core person. Yeah. So what I did is if you go /person/ID/_what, it will get all of the what's associated with a person and give them back to you, which is what we needed for that page where we were going to show all of the events in a person's life. So this is a nice generic accessor. I said that weird. Accessor, whatever. I need to look up the pronunciation. But I digress. I'll be able to have a generic way to access all of the what's associated with a particular person. Now let's look at the model for that. Core person what model, there we go. So this one's a little fun. So what it does is it will say, okay, give me the person, and then it will get all of the outgoing edges, and it'll say, okay, switch on whatever those edges, the node that those edges point to. And then, okay, if there's a name, create a birth, create a death, create a marriage. And then we're going to have a generic accessor. I can't say that word today. It's the same one that's used right here. So it will also take care of custom what's. They will probably put those under a custom label here, like in its own namespace, so I don't have to worry about clobbering anything. So, yeah. Or maybe it's I don't know. Don't know. Won't worry about it. So, but it'll be custom. Let's see, what else? I don't know, things like marriage, load all the spouses. Marriage right request. This one was a little bit tricky because we had to do a diff between 2 arrays, but, add the spouses that are requested and are not current, remove the spouses that are current but are not requested, add and updating nodes. It's just, you go through and you just do everything. death right request is nice and straightforward. You know, do you deal with the people, deal with the dates and places, remove everything. Yeah. It is what it is. You'll notice I'm not doing really good Java.doc comments and things like that. But just trying to get this to a point where I can call it from Treehub and use it. So creation and update, create an updater there. I probably also need to put in a delete real quick. Delete should be quick. Maybe I'll put that in later today. I'm gonna make a note to myself really quick. Delete marriage, death, and birth. So I can add that in there, and then I should have everything I need to do the CRUD interface on Treehub in terms of that main view and each of the individual. I can create a new one, I can update, everything gets taken care of. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah. So the thing I'm still worrying, or not worrying about, but I'm trying to figure out is where does /family go? Because it's pTree, but it doesn't seem like it goes in pTree, but then it's in Trepo. So I may just stick it in Trepo for now and move it later, which is probably fine, because I have access to everything I need. And I can say, okay, start here, grab this, grab this, grab this, put these together, collect everything, read everything from the graph. Yep. So I think that's it. I just a lot of me hemming and hawing and saying what's going on, and now I'm babbling. But take care. Hopefully we'll be back to UI soon, and we'll actually not be faking anything anymore once that family API is implemented. And oh, that's what I was going to show you. I was going to show you it actually working. So here is the person, C, blah, 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 you know, what. And it's gone and collected name, birth, death, and marriage for us. You see we have 2 marriages. So there's the name, and then birth, we have him as a child, and then there's a mother and a father. I didn't bother. You know, we can go add those if we wanted to. There's a date and a place. There's death. The person, it's him, and here's the date, and here's the place. And marriages, there's that list of spouses we were talking about. So there's his ID, you know, the date and the place. So it all works. It's running live persistently. I don't know why he's Mr. Bigglesworth, but that's, maybe he's a cat. I don't know. He's a child of no one. Who knows? But that's it for today. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.